got some green beans today. Alright, well, I just jumped in the combine. We're back at it. We have 3 fields left of beans. Yesterday we did corn because these weren't ready. And as you can see, they're still not perfect, but we got to get them done. As you can see, these beans are a little more green than the rest of the field, but when you're up close to the timberline like this, sometimes that's what happens in there. Take a little longer to get the leaves to fall off, but most of the field is pretty brown other than the end rows. So as you can see, this is one of the timber farms. So you got to just take your time around the outside and make sure you don't run into a tree limb, either hit the edge of the bean head or hit the edge of the combine, but go slow. With green beans like this, how the leaves are still on, you've got to go super slow, otherwise it'll slug up here in the bottom, and then you got to reverse the head, sometimes even take it off to get it, depending how slugged up it gets. So we don't want that to happen. So again, we will just go nice and slow around the outside, and then we'll go a little faster in the middle. As you can see right here, a lot of foot traffic with deer because there's no beans. It's one negative thing about timber farms, but it is what it is. See how brown it is up there? We're getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. How you can see that coming out. Gotta go around there. So I'm not actually full, but before I start on the heart of the field, I figured might as well dump. That way I don't get stuck on the other side. Probably wondering what the word bubble means. So that up there, that is called a bubble auger. Helps circulate the beans a little better. And the reason we have bubble is because anytime you go down the road, it sticks out and it can hit a power line. So we put bubble there, so every time you look out the window, you remember to put the bubble auger down so you do not hit something. Pull the power lines down with you. We're about empty. See how short these beans are. This area right here is super rocky, as you can see all those rocks. So you gotta lift the head up a little bit and then just drop it back down, because if you swallow a rock about that big, that one out there, you might be pulling the bean head apart a little bit. But right back there is really rocky. You can see right there I picked up, and then you just miss some beans, but I'd rather miss 3 inches of beans than have to stop for 3 hours and fix a bunch of crap. But as you can see, the field, you know, once we get out here to the hardest stuff, it's not doing too bad. Especially for, this is a river bottom, so Des Moines River is actually just right over there, less than a quarter mile. So this is some sandy soil. Sometimes not always great for crops, but still having the opportunity to farm it's valuable, that's for sure. Once we get done opening the field here, I did 1 pass on those end rows, and then I'm doing the 2nd pass back. I'll probably dump because I'm getting close, but Dean's up here in the semi. Once I get it opened up, I know I don't have auto steer, but I'll still cut a line, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like. Cutting a line down the field, kind of go a little bit at an angle. See how right now I'm going with the rows. We like to go a little bit of an angle, that way you're not cutting with those teeth on the same stems over and over and over. It kind of cuts a little bit at an angle and just makes it a little, we think, a little easier to cut, a little smoother. But I'll show you that here in a minute when I get done with the end rows. So as you can see, the field is opened up now, got most of the end rows off, and I told you earlier I was going to show you how we do the diagonal. You know, with the auto steer, typically right here it has the field mapped out and ready to roll, so I just have to click the steering wheel button and it goes. But we pulled this, like I said, we pulled the auto steer monitor out of here, so I just had to guess and make a line. It's not too bad, but as you can see, the corns, or the bean rows, are going this way, and I'm going a little bit at an angle, and the reason we do that is so the teeth there on the sickle aren't cutting the same stem over and over and over and getting piled up. It kind of lays it over a little easier. But it's how we used to have to do it without the auto steer. And with the auto steer, it just makes it a heck of a lot easier because you just push a button, sit back and relax and roll. But we're filling up pretty good, actually. Not too bad. Got a little bit of green area here again. Just all depends, but now that we got the field opened up, it definitely is running a lot smoother. I'm running 3.1 miles an hour instead of about 2.5, so it just makes everything go a little smoother. $7.13. We only got a few more passes left, but as you can see, we're going 2.1 miles an hour just because they are starting to get a little moisture on them, making it harder to feed the combine. Don't want to slug it up, but we're going to try to finish the field. We have enough room on the semi for one more load, but again, slow and steady. Get the field done with the combine ending in one piece rather than multiple. Oh, well, you can see that, but dumping the last load tonight. We finished this field, which was awesome. Already didn't think we would, but 7:45 and we're done. Boulder Field done. And there's my ride. The rest of the guys waiting for me. Parking brake, check. Radio, check. Air, turn it off a little bit. Let's see, lights.